Romulus speaks and chooses you to give it voice. I'll collect your soul as I've collected Uldorak's.
Uldorak was ready for death. The madness was upon him. The weakness. I am not disadvantaged.
This is a damn good show. I mean, that's quality animation. The fights are crazy, like top tier fisticuffs. They have compelling characters as well, like well-written characters, real human characters, no cliches. And to me, the best part is the story. The writers, today smoking. Like, is this the actual law of the game? Because I don't know. Like, I don't have any experience with the game. I've never played the game before. But the story, oh my god. Like, I can't remember the last time that a story this complex has been executed so perfectly. Like, it's been a long time. Well, except for One Piece, you don't have to. You don't have to shout out my goats. Ichiro, Oda. You know, the people that got me to One Piece, thank you. I bless you every day. Okay, we're back to Dota. The aim of this video actually is to get people that haven't watched it to watch it. And if you have seen it, please, let's talk about it below. Because there's a lot to talk about. Honestly, this show is crazy. But yeah, I think this show has something for everyone. We can start with the obvious. The animation. The show was animated by Studio Mir, or Mir, I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, MIR. And these guys know what they are doing, especially when it comes to action. I mean, they gave us The Legend of Korra, Adventures of Superman, X-Men 97, which is an absolute masterpiece. Please do yourself a favor and watch that show. The names get so crazy. Anyway, yeah, they also did Devil May Cry, an episode of Star Wars Visions, Voltron, which by the way, that show fell off for me. Like, I enjoyed it for like 5 seasons and then I don't know why I just stopped liking it, or maybe I'm misremembering, but I know that I just stopped watching the show. Anyway, yeah, the animation was clean though, you know, like Dota. It's not a solo leveling Demon Slayer kind of show, like flashing lights, impact frames. Nah, it's more like a free reign with flashes of brilliant animated set pieces sprinkled among some otherwise chill scenes. Free reign is peak, by the way. God, it should have won Anime of the Year. Anyway, what I'm saying is, you won't be let down by the animation at all. Even the 3D scenes are good. Like, all the dragons are 3D and they still fit in the 2D world. So honestly, they did a good job. But the show does even better with the characters, in my opinion. To me, the characters are my second favorite part of Dota. And if you're like me, characters are make or break for me in any show. But I'm glad to report that it has amazing characters. Especially this guy, the Invoker. Brother was fantastic. His motivation, his mystery, his intelligence. I thoroughly enjoyed every single time he was on screen. He's so compelling. It was not a prayer. It was an invocation. That was so good. That was like so crazy. Anyway, Martin. Not just him though. Davion was compelling as the main character, along with Mirana, who at some point became the main character as well. Even Fimrin, who was the main character for some time as well, I would say. So there were just a lot of amazing characters, honestly. And they all went through a lot individually. Like Mirana went on a whole journey of discovery. Anyway, no spoilers. All their stories were interesting. Very good, very deep characters, meaningful backstories, meaningful motivations. Like I said, there were no cliches. I even like their interpersonal relationships, like Bram with Davion, Marcy and Mirana. Fimrin and Davion too had something going at some point, which was very nice. I was like, are they going to do something here? Anyway, you have to watch and see for what they did. Crazy. The characters are just nice, honestly speaking. They were all just thoroughly enjoyable to watch. I say all that to say, if you like compelling characters, Dota has compelling characters. But in my opinion, the meat and potatoes is the story. Ashley Edward Miller, him and his team were writing. Everything in this show is connected. Every single detail matters. The thing is, you have to listen to the characters and you have to believe what they are saying. Even when they are lying to you, you have to believe that they mean what they say, because it all matters. It all makes sense in the end. The story has a lot of moving parts. A lot of things are happening and it's heavily character driven. Like, the characters are everything in this show. But every plot point that was set up comes together in the end and it pays off. And that is why I rate it so highly. There was no useless information made in the show. Every single thing matters, from the names to the meanings of names to the people. It's just so interconnected and so like intriguing. It was a little confusing at first, like my first watch through, because I had to watch it again before I really understood what was going on. Even the things like in season 1, they showed something in episode 3 or 4. The snow episode, I don't want to get into spoilers, but like the snow episode with Mirana. And I was like, okay, what is the point of this thing? Why this doesn't make sense? It still paid off in season 3. Just nah, they tried. Like, it all makes sense. Every single plot point makes sense. And even in the end, which I'm still hoping for a season 4 because it's like kind of open-ended, but kind of finished. They did their thing. I can't fault them at all. It's such a good story. Please experience it. Like, this whole video was birthed from my love of the story. It's such a good story. Anyway, those are like the obvious things you will notice. The characters, the story, the animation. But on a less obvious note now, another thing that I noticed that was very nice was the direction. Honestly, this last one is more of a personal thing because I like to create, so I've been more interested in the importance of a director in the show. Like, the art direction is fascinating in DOTA because I can see where they cut corners in the animation, but they make up for it with great art. But it's helped by the fact that the art style is amazing. Shout out to this guy. I don't want to pronounce your name, like I don't want to butcher your name, so just please. But yeah, I heard he's like an industry blueprint because his style is so easy to animate, while still being really good to look at. The show also uses colors very well to set the atmosphere, and the composition of every scene is nice. It's really quite impressive. I think these things keep the audience engaged even when there's not much animation, like things are not moving as much. But also the voice acting.
Dragon Knight. We do the gods' work here.
All the performances were top notch. And while that does fall more on the performance, the director is also important to ensure that all the characters are voiced as the characters are intended to sound like. And truly, all the voices fit very well. Even Caden with his desert dry delivery. Like, at first I was confused. Why does this guy sound like this? But the more you understand, the more his character is fleshed out, you begin to see, okay, I don't want to spoil it, but he feels exactly like how he should feel based on his motivation in the show. So I have to give him props for that. The art and animation paired with the wonderful voice acting really helps to bring the characters to life, which in turn makes the story feel as big and important as I believe it was intended to be. And for that, I give praise to the director because he's responsible for how everyone's talent is represented in the end. Props to everyone involved. They are all important. Okay, well, thank you for watching. If you haven't watched DOTA, please give it a try. The story will not let you down. I'm still saying the story because the story is that good. And even if it doesn't change your life, I guarantee it to be entertaining. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Greg, got the tape.
So this is the Madcast podcast.
I inspire you, don't I?
No, you don't inspire me. You don't inspire me at all.
Oh, God.